So we're going to be doing a review today of the EK Quantum Kinetic Flat Reservoir. Now I have the 240 kit, which actually does come with the mounting hardware inside of the kit, if you were wondering. I did have a question when I was ordering this. I did order this myself with my own money. It does advertise that there's 6 fill ports, and on the photo it shows 4, and it doesn't necessarily show where the other 2 were, so I had thought that they were on the back. But let's go ahead and open up this box here, and we're going to show you guys where the fill ports are and what comes included. Now, I'm not going to be lighting it up today in this video. I will be finishing my PC build by the end of this week, so we will be including this in with all of the hardline tubing that you see behind me and whatnot. But let's get cracking on this and see what EK provided. Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. Now, see if you can see on the photo, they don't necessarily show you where all the other fill ports are, but we're going to get to that right now. We'll put that aside. Now, as always with EK's products, they come very well packed in my opinion, for most manufacturers. A lot of companies like to just throw things together. And I like a little extra protection when I order expensive products, especially something like this that is delicate and could have broke in shipping. So they've included a piece of foam on top. The reservoir is within this plastic sleeve here. And here is our 240 flat reservoir from EK. Now I have the DD5 pump, and if you look closely, these cables are actually braided, which is very nice. The only cable that is not braided is the RGB 3-point. Let's see if I can get a focus on that. You get the idea. 3 points for your RGB 12-volt connection. I'm sorry, 5-volt connection. So let's set that aside. We'll get back to that. Let's see what else we have included into this box. Okay, that's it. And we'll take this box off to the side. Okay, so we have our mounting mechanism. So within this box, we have 2 metal brackets. Both are bent on 90-degree angles. So you can see 2 holes here in the center, hole all the way up here at the top, a hole all the way here at the bottom, same on the other side. Now they're basically in this 120mm fan configuration, so basically any fan would fit there as well. But this bracket here can go either this way on this side as well. It can go on the tops and bottoms. It has these nice little cutouts that will avoid hitting your pump down there. Okay, so the hardware that is come with is you got a couple nuts and bolts. You got the longer screws for like thicker case fans for mounting the, let's say, the bracket to your case, and the smaller ones are for mounting the brackets to the actual block itself, and or vice versa. They are pretty deep milled screws in there, so if your case is pretty thin and you want to use the thin screws in your case and you want to use the long screws to mount the bracket to the actual block itself, that's perfectly fine. They also include an Allen key to tighten up all the screws. And what I think is really neat that they've included, they don't see with many other EK products. I have a bunch of other EK products that you don't necessarily get this really cool tool with. They just give you standard Allen keys. If you look closely, you get this plastic EK. See if I can see the symbol there, okay, in the center. And it's basically an Allen key on this side and a flat key chuck on the very handle part of it. Now, the actual long shaft part right here is technically a larger Allen key that I've actually discovered We're going to open up a fitting here. So if you look closely inside of the fitting, you might not be able to see. Let me see if I can get a focus on it. You can see that there's little notches in there. Now, this key fits perfectly in those notches. So with that being said, you can actually apply this this fitting to the actual block itself and use this as a tool itself to screw it in. So I found that pretty neat, and it fits perfectly snug inside of the actual plugs, of course. You loosen and tighten those. And to show you where the other two ports are, they're on the bottom, right here. So you have your out furthest away from the RGB block, and you have your in closest to your RGB strip right here. So you could technically take a plug from the front and plug up the in on the bottom and use this as an in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this top as the in. So I'm going to take this plug using my handy dandy plastic tool that they've included, and I'm going to plug up the inlet on the bottom of it. So now when my system is, let's say, in run, this inlet won't be leaking and or taking any liquid. It'll be coming in from the top, it'll go through the pump, and then it'll come through one of these outlets down here on the bottom and go back to the GPU to CPU. Okay, so I think that's about it for this review. I wish I could show you guys it plugged in. I mean, technically I can, but within the week I'll have it all ready and plugged up, so I'll just show you then. But this is the EK Flat Reservoir Quantum Kinetic 240, that is. I didn't see many reviews out there on YouTube, so I just wanted to kind of show people what you'd be expecting when you receive this in the mail. Now it does have some weight to it. It's probably a good 2 pounds, 3 pounds. It's got some chunky weight to it. It's a solid piece of acrylic there, and as you all know with EK products, they're extremely well built, and I'm excited to get this up and running. I can't wait, honestly. So with that being said, guys, I think that's going to wrap up this little unboxing video of EK Quantum Kinetic Flat Reservoir 240. Okay, thank you, and tune back in, and hopefully I will have my build. Okay, so if you guys stay tuned, I will have my complete PC built very soon. I'd say within the next week or two. So I should have some videos up running, and this is like my very first kind of review. But I'm pretty enthused about it. I really like the products, and I just wanted to share with everybody else the information that I may have discovered, and my thoughts and opinions on this block. Now, I haven't ran water through it, but hopefully we'll all see that together. But hopefully me showing you this had encouraged you to purchase it or not purchase it, but whatever the decision may be, I hope this video did help you, and it is a very nice product, I must say. I did plug it in on my own time, and it matches my Asus motherboard perfectly. Just synced up fine, no extra hardware, nothing, just plugged in and synced up. So alright guys, thank you for watching, and stay tuned. I'll have the other PC video up and running soon.
Yeah. Say you'll stay.